Roland GS-24 motherboard. For your orientation purposes, we'll be working in this area of the board, on this side of the board. And when we flip it over, we'll be working here. Let me show you what's going on. And the problem is what it usually is on these. The USB-B port has been ripped off the board. However, luckily, it looks like all the traces and pads are intact. So this should be a pretty straightforward swap. We'll have to remove what's left of the port and go from there. In order to remove this port, I'm going to need to set up my equipment. And while I set up my equipment, let me throw up my expected temperatures for this job. These temperatures are brought to you by the associate links in the description. If you go to my video description and click on one of these links and buy any of this equipment, a small portion of that purchase will go to supporting the channel. And I greatly appreciate you and won't cost you an extra dime. First thing we're going to do is flood this area with low melts, just to make everything a tad easier to deal with. I'll try the micro pencil first, but we may switch to the big iron. Grab some tweezers, broken off pins in there as well. Come on out. I'm trying to get low melt all through these at the same time as we get the pins out. So kind of using the pins to get the low melt through it. This is the remainder of the port. We can toss that aside. I hope you're getting value out of this video. Just a reminder, if you find you're not ready to tackle this, I do offer these services, both locally and mail-in. Just head over to micromage.repair, click free quote, fill out the form, and I'll get back to you personally. If you mention this video, I'll give you 10% off on your repair. Now, greatly aided by the low melts, should be able to clear out these holes. Don't be afraid to let the wicks sit on there. It's better than trying to scrub out the solder. This is not a scrubber. These clean breaks on these are the best. Doing trace repair on these is not a whole lot of fun. Not impossible, just not a whole lot of fun. Found our port. The nice thing about these is the tension on these anchors tend to hold it in place. Add some flux. We'll use the 120 watt on the anchors. And just because I'm lazy, I'm just going to use it on these two. Just don't feel like switching irons. Chisel's pretty versatile. I feel like those anchors could use a little more. It's another one out of a school, so appears to be a somewhat common problem. So let's make it as strong as we can. I would like to have seen that solder climbing up those legs. Can't rub that in a bit. It's a bit better, but may not get it much better. See what I can do with the micro pencil. Hopefully without burning anything. There we go. I like that side better. See if we can do that to this side. Much better. Excellent. Clean up. And that was another repair that I got just because of a video I made. It was worth doing videos. If you got value out of this video, I think you'll get value out of this one, and I'll see you there. Until then, peace, love, and solder wick.